This is Tech Report. With 11 official languages, it was only a matter of time before some enterprising techies came up with a local translation app. Juliet takes a look.
It's not easy living in a country that has 11 official languages. I mean, I struggle with trying to speak 2 languages, let alone 11. But how awesome would it be if we could communicate with our fellow countrymen in whichever language it is they speak? Well, you might just be able to, or at least just understand them. Phrase App, South Africa's first ever multilingual phrase translator, is being rebranded into the new and improved Aweza. This new product will provide access to audio clips of translated phrases in all of the 11 official South African languages. Not only that, but it will also translate various picture objects and concepts as well. Why change the existing app?
When I first developed the app, I developed Phrase App, and that was a very simple app that I developed by myself. I didn't have design resources, I didn't have a team working with me, and it was designed for essentially to enter into a competition. And then as the app gained momentum and I went about building a business model around it and slowly forming partnerships and forming a team.
Glenn partnered with developer Peter Scott, graphic designer Jean Fourie, and mobile usability specialist Jaron de Klerk to rebrand, redesign, and recreate the mobile application in HTML5. What is HTML5 and why is it important to this product?
HTML5 is a language used by web developers to build websites. And what that means is it's essentially an app that holds a website inside it. It's an app that's built in the language that's native of that phone's operating system, that phone's operating system deals with and understands, and it holds the web elements inside it, the HTML. And why that's really powerful and relevant is that if I build the app once in HTML, I can deploy it onto different platforms without having to do too many adjustments for each deployment. So I can have an iOS version, an Android version, a BlackBerry 10 version, a Windows Phone version, and I would only have had to spend the time developing it once.
Can you tell us how the app actually works?
Aweza is essentially a multilingual South African language phraseolator. So you can translate from and to any of the 11 official South African languages. It'll work around a sort of a crowdsourcing model, and there'll be a social element to that as well. So people will be able to see how well their submissions are rated by other users, and there'll be leaderboards and social media integration. We're really looking at expanding into various industries where it can actually have quite a big impact. So the first place we're looking is the healthcare industry, and we've partnered with a team of doctors. We're going to design an app that allows doctors to communicate with patients, for example, in rural areas. Even if they don't speak the same language, the doctor will be able to effectively diagnose the patients through asking a series of relevant questions which will be in the app. And then conversely, they'll be able to give the patient, once they've diagnosed the patient, they'll be able to give the patient evidence-based information for post-consultation self-care, which the patient can then, make use of to, take the right amount of medicine, the right amount of times per day, and know, okay, this is what the doctor said. If I show signs of this symptom, I need to go back immediately because I'm in danger, or my child is in danger.
The technology that makes it possible for app users to not just see a written translation of their requested phrase, but also hear it read aloud was developed by CSIR, a company that developed human speech synthesis that supports all 11 languages. Aweza will be available for BlackBerry 10, Android, and Windows Phone by the end of the year, with the iOS version to follow soon after.